guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thank you so much for joining me on your reading. I would firstly like to say so sorry that I haven't been on in the last 3 to 4 weeks. I have been really busy. I moved home. I've been dealing with private clients. I was trying to sort the apartment out and get it to look the way that I want it to look. And amidst all of that kind of madness, I knew that something had to be sacrificed. Unfortunately, it had to be YouTube, because I just didn't have time to fit you in, to do the videos, to edit, all of that good stuff that I really like to do. Because I like to try and bring out decent, polished videos that look, aesthetically pleasing, getting the right direction on the cards and that type of thing, as well as trying to be really informative. And I knew that if I put stuff out with the way that things were, with trying to move and get, my apartment the way that I wanted it to, it would have just been an almighty mess, and I wouldn't have been able to concentrate. And plus, obviously, dealing with my own private clients and that, just wasn't a good time to get anything out on YouTube. So things are feeling a lot better now. My apartment is finally taking shape. This is the new kind of office area. At my old apartment, I built this massive desk filled with like 6 desks, loads of camera equipment everywhere, and it was incredible to work on that, on that type of platform, doing personal clients and also YouTube. But then I realised that moving to my new apartment, I didn't really want to work like that. It felt a bit chaotic. So I have a smaller desk now, as you can see. You can't see everything on the desk. I might do a tour or something of the apartment when I get a chance. But I've got a smaller desk. It's brilliant. I've got all my cards and books and everything and office equipment over here and that type of thing. So everything feels a lot more kind of sharp and a lot more put together and a lot less chaotic. So yeah, things are really looking up and looking good, and I'm feeling good and raring to go. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing your reading today for you. I thought that we might actually, guys, do a month ahead reading. Because I didn't have time this week to get any weeklies out. There just wasn't any time to do it. So yeah, we're going to do monthly. We're going to look at September 2020 for each of the signs, see what's going down with you guys, okay? Please recognise as well, guys, that this is a general reading. So for some of you guys it's going to resonate, and for some of you guys it won't. The other thing to say is please give the video a like and a thumbs up. So is it a like and a thumbs up? It's the same thing, isn't it? So no, give the video a like. Please give the video a like, because it really does help the channel. And also, if you can, put a comment down in the comment section, guys. It really helps the algorithms and everything with the channel. So if you can do that for me, I would be eternally grateful. That would be absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, we're going to do your reading now, guys. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do a Celtic cross for the reading for the month ahead. Yeah, I think I am, because usually on the weeklies I would do sort of, general, career and love, but I think on this reading it's probably just going to be the Celtic this week, okay, for September. So guys, get a cup of tea, get a coffee, get a cold drink, get a snack, sit back, relax, and just really enjoy your reading. And it's really good to be back. For all of you also, finally, who wrote to me and said, Carol, where are you, where have you been, what's going on with you, are you okay? As you can see, I'm absolutely fine. It's simply that I was moving house, and whilst moving house, too difficult to do too many things at one time. So yeah, sit back, guys, relax, and please enjoy the reading. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So, I'm going to show you the deck we are using for your September 2020 reading. We are going to be using the This Might Hurt Tarot deck. I'm going to get a new one of these this week. This is getting really scuffed on the sides, so yeah. But this is probably, besides the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin and the Dark Mansion Tarot, these are probably my 3 most favourite decks. I'm probably going to do a video actually on my favourite decks of all time, which, yeah, I think I'm going to do a video on that actually, because I've got so many of them. But I always, whenever I'm doing personal clients or YouTube, this is my go-to deck for sure. I love this deck very much, so I'm going to use this one today. This is a new arrival. Well, these 2 are both new actually. These came yesterday. This is the pocket edition of the Next World Tarot. If any of you guys have got the Next World Tarot, guys, you'll know that the standard deck, the first edition that came out of this particular deck by Christie, can I pronounce her name? Christie Sea Road. It's a humongous deck. It's massive. The cards are actually, it's a large deck. I prefer large decks rather than smaller ones, so you'll know that it's a large deck. But she decided to do a pocket edition, just discovered it on Amazon the other day, and I thought, oh my goodness, got to get that. So yeah, we're going to use that for any clarifiers. And finally, this is a new deck as well, came yesterday, the Mystical Healing Reading cards by Ina Segal. I've already got, I think, a couple of her decks. One is Blessed Be, I can't quite remember the other one, but she always produces the most beautiful decks. I just love working with her stuff, it's really powerful. So we're going to use that for your spiritual advice this week. So guys, as I always say, you know what my mantra is, please sit back, relax, enjoy the reading, go and get a snack and just kind of, you know, get comfy and listen to the messages that are being sent to you via Spirit today. Hi Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your month ahead reading. We are doing the September through to what am I talking about? September 2020. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Okay, Aquarius, let's have a look at the reading. We've got you facing in September, Aquarius. Wow, the Chariot. Okay, see you guys being very much in control. I see success and victory after a really hard fought battle. There were obstacles some of you guys faced, but I think that you're overcoming this, because the Chariot is all about overcoming difficulties through sheer willpower and sheer force of will. It's a card about achievement, overcoming difficulties, obstacles, and success. So achieving success is the Chariot. What's influencing this? Also, this is about self-control and taking back your control, but also controlling one's emotions as well. What's influencing that Chariot? There have been some worries. Some of you guys have been really, really worried, I think, Aquarius. Showing here with the Nine of Swords, there's been some deep-rooted worries with that Nine of Swords, but I feel, regardless of that, some of you guys with the Chariot energy, you're deciding to take back your control and assert yourself with that Chariot. What's the root cause? Why is that? What's the root cause for this? I think it's because of the Nine of Coins. The reason that you're doing this is because of the Nine of Coins energy. Now, Nine of Coins could be something to do with the home, but it's also a card about financial gain. It's a card about luxury and comfort. It may be that there's something to do with the home here. Maybe there is a need to assert yourself, to control yourself, to get yourself back in a place of confidence and power. Maybe the root issue is because of something to do with your home, Nine of Coins energy. Maybe there's a need to maintain this energy here. Sometimes when we're doing the Nine of Swords, there's no point to it. You're worrying needlessly, but worry never got anybody anywhere. So we really have to it's more sort of taking action than worrying. We'll find out what this is. And actually, I'm probably going to clarify that, because really the Nine of Coins can be anything. Nine of Coins is, you know, maybe for some of you guys you're getting money, Nine of Coins here. And that's why you're feeling in a place of power and assertiveness here, because it's influenced by the Nine of Swords. There have been worries. Let's have a look. Nine of Pentacles. What you said, the root cause of Aquarius facing the Chariot, success, achievement, overcoming difficulties is because of the Nine of Coins. What do you mean it's because of the Nine of Coins? What do you mean it's because of the Nine of Coins in two cards? So you got a Five of Cups. Five of Cups is loss, sadness. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. I think that something that you've lost here, something that has been a great cause of sadness here, something that you've lost. I think with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, no longer willing to take any positive action on that. Ace of Swords is reversed. So with the Ace of Swords reversed, it's a card about cutting off. So something you've lost, some of you guys are cutting off from that Ace of Swords in the reverse. You're no longer willing to put any action or take any more positive action on that direction. Some of you guys, it's to do with something that you've lost. Maybe with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, there's no more communication concerning this as well. But I think that some of you guys have said, you know what, I'm done with it. I'm cutting off from this thing that's really upset me. I've decided to cut off. And that Nine of Coins could be about then thinking about it, because we looked at, well, what do you mean? We asked, what do you mean by the Nine of Coins? This isn't about money. This is about taking time, spending time on your own. It's because of the Nine of Coins that you feel this. I think that this is a month for feeling back in control again with the Chariot, Aquarius. Because this is you guys starting to value yourself. The Nine of Coins also means value. This is all, the root cause of this is that you're seeing what your value is that Nine of Coins. Because some of you guys have lost something here. You've been deeply hurt with the Five of Cups, but with the Ace of Swords, it's just making you cut yourself off. You've decided to cut off. You decided, I'm not taking any more positive action in this direction here because I value who I am. And that's why you're feeling in a place of confidence and strength and starting to take back your power. Let's have a look at what else is influencing that. So we look at what the external influences are contributing to you guys feeling back in control again with that Chariot. The Two of Coins. The Two of Coins is a card about juggling things. But also this could represent a positive change as well. You could say, well, externally, and also the external influences, I think, would be things like, because I don't always read external influences as being the client, i.e. you, Aquarius, but I do sometimes do that. And I think it's because you've got other things to concentrate on. The Two of Coins means that you're juggling lots and lots of different things. You know, you may, for example, some of you guys, it may be that you have a very demanding job with the Two of Coins. You may also have a demanding social life. So it may be that you've got so many things to preoccupy you in this area here that this is contributing to you starting to take charge, because the root cause is Nine of Coins energy, starting to really value yourself, starting to see what your worth is. You've been hurt, but you're deciding that you're just going to cut off from that with the Ace of Swords being in the reverse. In the recent past, what have you been experiencing concerning this situation? The Ten of Swords. I think you've just had enough. I think some of you guys in the recent past have just said, you know what, I've had enough, Ten of Swords. You know, you've come to a place where you've just been experiencing complete powerlessness. And actually, it's not even powerlessness. The Ten of Swords is also surrender. So I think that what you've been experiencing in the recent past concerning this is that there's been a sense of surrender with the Ten of Swords energy as well. So surrender with the Ten of Swords would be acceptance. And I'm going to ask acceptance of what? I'm going to read that as acceptance, because there is nowhere in this reading except for that Nine of Swords that says that some of you Aquarians have been really worried about something here. There's nothing else in this reading that looks negative. All right? Some of you guys have been really, really worrying. That's influencing you this. And nines mean that you're coming to a place of completion. So Aquarius, some of you guys have been like really at the end of your tether with that Nine of Swords. But I think that you've got to that breaking point. I would say, and this is rock bottom as well. So if you've been at breaking point with the Nine of Swords, in the recent past, what you've been experiencing as well concerning this situation is you've been at rock bottom with that Ten of Swords energy. And that is why you guys have said, you know what, actually, I can't do this anymore. You know, I've been to hell and back with this situation, and now I've just got to start taking charge of my life again. I've got to take control of it. You know, I've got friends, I've got an active social life, I've got a job, demanding job. You know, I'm just going to concentrate on those things. And that's helping me to take back my control and charge of my life, because I value who I am as a person here. I've been deeply hurt by this individual, but I'm just going to cut off from that now, because I've got too many things going on with the Two of Coins energy. And yes, in the recent past, I have been deeply hurt with the Ten of Swords. I've definitely been to rock bottom, and I've been just really at breaking point. But you know what? It's that breaking point. This reading to me feels like a breakdown is a breakthrough. It feels like you've got to that breaking point, Aquarius, where you've just said, nope, can't do this anymore. Time to get myself back on track here with the Chariot. And therefore, the most likely outcome will be, for the situation, feeling at peace, Hangman. You can read the Hangman in a multitude of ways, but I say that here, looking at just the general ethos, the general pattern of the reading, the most likely outcome will be the Hangman. The Hangman is just hanging back. Some of you guys are finally just surrendering to what is, feeling more at peace. You look at this version of the Hangman from the This Might Hurt Tarot, and what we see is somebody just relaxing. He's got his hands behind his back, and he's saying, yeah, the situation isn't ideal, but you know what, I'm just going to deal with it as it is. So the most likely outcome will be that even though the situation isn't ideal, you're just going to accept the situation for what it is. You're going to surrender to what it is, and you're just going to deal with it for what it is. I don't see any putting up a fight anymore. You've been there with these two cards here. You've been to rock bottom with that Ten of Swords. I want to turn that around, and instead of saying surrender with the Ten of Swords, which it can be, I would probably say that this is kind of just being at rock bottom. In the last few weeks, you've been at rock bottom, some of you guys, and you've been at that breaking point of the 9. But it's that breaking point that's encouraged you now to take back your control, and therefore the most likely outcome with the Hangman is, I'm seeing just complete acceptance and surrender of whatever the situation has been. Let's have a look at where we're going with this into the end of September. So definitely, I think with the Page of Coins energy, looking at new things. Perhaps some of you guys are focusing on probably studying, perhaps with the Page of Coins. Some of you guys may be focusing on starting up a new business with this Page of Coins energy showing there. Some of you guys might be focusing on learning a practical skill. It's a really interesting reading, actually, Aquarius. This reading is very, very, very interesting. And I'll tell you what's also interesting on these readings as well is that what I've been noticing with most of the signs is that a lot of you guys have been through to hell and back within certain situations, but it's almost like you're saying, nah, tired of being the victim, because the Ten of Swords is the victim. Tired of being the victim. I've been to hell and back. I've been, you know, on the verge of an absolute breakdown, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing that anymore. No, not doing that anymore. I'm going to move forward now. I'm going to take my control back. And it's through that taking of your control back by the end of September, some of you guys are saying, right, I think I might learn a practical skill. I think I might learn a language, for example, with the Page of Coins. Or I think I might learn, you know, dress design or how to become a designer with the Page of Coins. Or I think I might sign on to a course, for example. Maybe a course that teaches me finance or you know, maybe I'll focus on going into a new job or a new career, whatever. But this is all about you guys focusing on self-improvement through September 2020 towards the end of, because it's amazing what happens and how this is testimony to sometimes when we are going through, and I think it happens a lot of the time, it just depends on how you want to see a situation, but a lot of the time when we're going through rubbish, it really can be the making of us, and I think that this is the making of you. Let's have a look at the next one. What's the advice concerning this from the universe? The advice is the Seven of Swords. There's the advice with the Seven of Swords. It depends on how you want to play that card, and I want to clarify that. You can either be to avoid whatever this is, or it can either be to plan a strategy. Let's clarify and say, what do you mean by the advice is the Seven of Swords? What do you mean when you say you're advising Aquarius to do a Seven of Swords on that Page of Pentacles? What do you mean by the Seven of Swords as advice, please, in 2 cards? Right. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. The advice, we mean the 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles showing here as well. I mean, 5 of Pentacles can be losing money, for example. Or it can be stay outside of a group. Because, I mean, they're money cards as well. They're Pentacle cards. They're work cards. 5 of Pentacles is usually financial hardship. On this card, though, it's turmoil within a team, because it's a team card here. So, but this 5 of Coins can also be to distance oneself outside of the group. So it means to do the 5 of Coins and the 3. This 3 of Coins is the team working with others, but the 5 of Coins may be to distance oneself, and the 7 of Swords is your card, actually, isn't it? It's Aquarius energy, which means to be independent, to stay independent. And then we've got the 5 of Coins, which I read as a card that means to distance oneself, stay outside of, because group energy would usually be you're inside of the church rather than inside of it. So to distance oneself from groups for some reason. And the 7 of Swords, that backs that up, because this is somebody who's independent of getting involved. So maybe this isn't starting a new project. Maybe, just maybe, this is, I'll clarify this then. Because this is you guys, you're kind of looking as that page at another pentacle. Maybe building something new. Maybe this is, because sometimes this is physical attraction with the Page of Coins. Because you're going to experience the Page of Coins. Maybe this is someone here. Let's have a look at what it means by that. Then I don't think this is work-based. I think this may be romantic-based. Because I think that this is, It's saying, it's advises to avoid doing that. So this is avoidance, the Seven of Swords. To remain independent, because you're standing outside of that group of people there with the Five of Coins and the Three of Coins. So it's obvious to me that this would be to avoid doing this Page of Coins energy. What is this Page of Coins in 2 cards? What is this Page of Coins? You said they're going to experience the Page of Coins coming in to the end of September. So what is that Page of Coins for Aquarius, please? Right, pleasure, 9 of Cups energy, happiness and pleasure, Fool. I don't like that combination. It's almost like taking pleasure in doing something, and that's Aquarius energy as well. Doing something, I don't know whether it's doing something new or something sort of silly or stupid. It's pleasure in the unknown, taking pleasure like in the unknown. But for some reason, the advice is to avoid doing that. 5 of Coins energy. I'm wondering if this losing money more than anything. 5 of Coins, you experience financial hardship. 3 of Coins can be kind of like a business partnership. So I'm going to read that differently and say pleasure in taking and doing something new. Taking a risk is the Fool card. And that's you again, Aquarius. You can see there it's ruled by air. Aquarius is the Fool. So that's you. And Aquarius energy, I don't know much about you guys, but I certainly know that you're kind of futuristic thinkers, and you're always thinking one step ahead. So to me, this may be business wise, this may be work wise. I don't think it's studying though, I think it's work wise, career wise. I think that this is you guys here. It almost feels like to me you've been really hurting something here, but you're focusing on getting back on your feet, and by the end of September you guys are looking at doing something new. I think this is maybe career-wise. You may be looking at making an investment, because Page of Coins can be paying into something. So you may be looking at paying into something new, money-wise. And this is taking pleasure in the unknown, doing something outside of your comfort zone, something you've never done before. But I think the universe is saying, avoid that, 7 of Swords. This is you again, Aquarius. Avoid that with the 7 of Swords. That's you on the card. So the Aquarius, the universe is saying, avoid doing that. It feels to me like you could lose money in this business. This is a business that you could, because the 3 of Coins is also a business partnership, and the 5 of Coins is losing money. So it may be that it's because you could lose your money in terms of this business partnership. This is not a solid thing. I think that, to be perfectly honest with you, I think that some of you guys are really looking for a distraction from whatever this is that's hurt you. I really do. I think that you've said to yourself, I'm not wasting any more time on this thing that's hurt me. You know, number one, because 2 of Coins, I've got my job, I've got my social life. That's just, you know, an example. Got too many things going on with that 2 of Coins, and that's why I'm going to take charge of my life. I know what my own value is with the 9 of Coins energy. I've been hurt, 5 of Cups energy, but I'm just going to cut off from that with the Ace of Swords now. In the recent past, I've been to hell and back. I've been at rock bottom. And the reason why I've decided to take control is because I've been at an absolute breaking point with that 9 of Swords. And yes, the most likely outcome will be that you'll just kind of like deal with it. You'll just surrender to whatever it is. It is what it is, and you just get on with it. But as another way, I think, to distract yourself from whatever it is that's gone on here, Aquarius, some of you guys are going to be like, maybe I could invest in this new thing, or pay money for this, or, you know, look into this, maybe Amazon business, or whatever it is. Because it's all about taking pleasure, happiness, 9 of Cups energy in the unknown. Taking a risk, which is you, Aquarius. Taking a risk, futuristic thinking. Maybe you want to put money on the stock market or something. The Fool represents kind of like the internet and computers and technology. So maybe it's about taking, you know, taking pleasure in the future, in technology, and like investing in things like that. You've just got your head in the game so much because you're distracting yourself from whatever has been before. You say, let me get involved in this thing here. But the universe says, avoid doing that because you could lose money. This business partnership is something you could lose money in. So just avoid kind of wasting money on certain things as a way to try and distract yourself from whatever has been before. What are your hopes or fears? 3 of Coins again. I think that your hopes would be to work within a team of people and to see results from that business partnership or from that partnership, to start developing something new. Perhaps for some of you guys it's to gain recognition for the work that you're doing with the 3 of Coins energy. Perhaps for some of you guys your goal is to expand your financial portfolio, showing here. But from this energy here, where we're seeing you looking at a new enterprise, probably with that Page of Coins energy, taking pleasure in something new, where is everything heading towards in October? Well, the Knight of Cups, following your heart's desires. It's leading to you following your heart's desires with the Knight of Cups energy. But the Knight of Cups can also be something that's very fickle as well. Let's clarify that Knight of Cups. What do you mean it's leading, everything's leading towards the Knight of Cups in 2 cards? What do you mean that everything is leading from that page to that Knight in 2 cards? Well, the Sun is confidence, feeling good. Wow, in the World. It's an interesting one because for me the advice is completely different. The advice being the 7 of Swords for me would be to avoid, not to strategize. And we have a 5 of Coins in there as well, which can be losing money. The team being the business partnership, losing money on that. But this is you. Page of Coins here. This is what you're doing coming in towards the end of September. Looking at probably a new business enterprise for some of you guys, or a new enterprise. You're taking pleasure in the unknown, something new. You're taking pleasure in doing something because you're the Fool, Aquarius, doing something new, taking a risk. It's almost like you say, you know what, because there's something that happened in your life here, I'm saying to you, Aquarius, and it changed everything for you. It almost like gave you a kick up the ass and said, right, got to do this now. Got to just take a risk, see where life takes me. Because it's almost like this thing really has opened your eyes. By the end of September, you're like, no, I'm glad this happened. It's really opened my eyes now. And it's opened my eyes to the fact that I've got to just kind of make changes in my own life. It's almost like something happened that really opened you up to change. And you're kind of like, you know what? I've just been doing things the same way for ages. And because of this breakup or because of this problem with a friend or whatever the case is, because some of you guys really have hit rock bottom on a situation. But this breakdown some of you guys have had, Aquarius, is definitely a breakthrough. So much so that it's making you look at this new enterprise with that Page of Coins by the end of September. Feeling really happy with this Nine of Cups energy to just take a leap of faith and come out of your comfort zone and do something new with that Fool energy. And it's leading to going into October, the Knight of Cups. Great pleasure, I guess, I read that Knight of Cups as. It's leading to great pleasure. Because this is all about you guys feeling confident, I think, with this Sun energy. That you're going to achieve something huge with the World energy showing here. Feeling a great deal of confidence that you're going to achieve something amazing, something huge. So it's not been achieved yet, but there's a great deal of confidence that you're going to achieve something huge. And this is pleasure. Knight of Cups I read as being pleasure. It's leading going into October, you following your heart. Feeling a great deal of joy and pleasure with the Knight of Cups energy, with the Sun in the World. I think that you're going to achieve something. You're feeling just really confident that you're going to achieve something amazing going forward. I think it's good, but I think that you need to take account of that 7 of Swords maybe, and just, I think you need to really kind of be cautious, because that 7 of Swords is cautiousness as well. So the advice could say, well, you're looking into doing something new, a new enterprise, and taking a leap of faith and coming out of your comfort zone. But there's a need, I think, in the advice for the 7 of Swords to be a little bit cautious, because 5 of Coins is losing money. You could be losing money or facing some financial hardship as a result of this business partnership of the 3 of Coins. So just be careful of that and make sure, I would say that if you are looking at kind of putting money or investments into anything, make sure that whatever you're investing in is completely cool and kosher and right. And look at the reviews for it, because it's obvious, I think, to me that some of you guys, you've been through a really difficult time, and now suddenly you've just had this incredible epiphany, and you've decided that you're going to change your life around, and I think that's really commendable. But by the same token, I also feel that for some of you Aquarians, that you need to also, because it feels like you're walking on air, like you're in this massive bubble, like there's a lot of excitement here I'm seeing. There's a lot of excitement I think I'm seeing here. But I would say to you, make sure that it's not elation, okay? I commend you for coming out of your shadow and allowing a negative situation not allowing, but turning a negative situation into a positive. I really feel that that should be admired, and that's incredible, Aquarius. But also, by the same token, make sure that you're not in elation, which means you're not thinking clearly. You're just completely on this high of excitement about what's around the corner, because this really purely here to me is excitement in the outcome. The Knight of Cups is not a grounded enough card to say that this is a great thing. It says it's leading to pleasure and excitement with the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups has this vision of beauty. That's the thing with the Knight of Cups, which is why he's considered quite fickle. He's got a vision of everything being rosy in the garden. That's what he does. So it's leading to this kind of imagination. He's ruled by Pisces as well. Pisces' ruling planet is Neptune, the planet of, illusion and daydreams. So it's leading to some very airy fairy stuff in the outcome in October. Like you've got this like amazing, like you're imagining yourself. It's just leading to like you imagining yourself being in this place, Aquarius, whereby, you're going to achieve all of these great things, because the Sun in the World are cards about great achievements, You're imagining that. It's not telling you you're going to do it, it's saying you're imagining it. But I would say that before you do anything, make sure you've got your facts and figures right, because you might be doing something in elation rather than reality. I think it's a great month for you, because I think at least this breakdown is definitely a breakthrough. But make sure that whatever you're investing in, or whatever it is that you're moving towards next, has some form of basis and foundation in reality. Okay, because the Knight of Cups isn't always a reality-based card. He's not always about that life. He's sometimes just about kind of things that are not real. They're in the imagination. All right. Just because something may look good, it doesn't always mean that it is, and that's why I think that you're being cautioned here. Okay. All right. Let's have a look at the advice card. So, Universe Spirit, what is the spiritual advice that you have for Aquarius in the month of September 2020? What is the spiritual advice in 2 cards, please? Yeah, exactly what I was saying. See that? You need to ground yourself. And that was what I was worrying about, Aquarius, that you're not grounding yourself. There is a need to ground yourself. Let's have a look at what it says in the booklet. So it's number 15. So the more connected you become with your body, the more insight, strength and clarity you will experience. If you are used to living inside your head, this process could be initially a little uncomfortable as you become conscious of all the numb, dead, painful, unprocessed areas inside your body. Yet if you courageously work on becoming fully embodied inside yourself, every aspect of your life will be filled with potency. You will become more present, healthier, deliberate in your actions and concrete in your life choices. And that's exactly what I'm saying to you. The reading feels like there's something that you're doing and it's commendable, but it doesn't feel like it's grounded in reality. It feels like it's done on a whim, because the Fool does things on a whim. And it feels like you're looking at the potential of something here, a new enterprise, for example. You're happy with the Nine of Cups energy to take a risk, to take a chance. But the advice is be cautious with that Seven of Swords. Okay, because you could be this team, this partnership, this business partnership, which is a 3 of coins, could be leading to some form of financial, you could get into financial trouble through doing that. Partnering up with someone could bring financial trouble, So, and this is leading to the Knight of Cups energy, your imagination, feeling in your imagination that this is going to bring great things to you by October, but it may not, judging by the advice of the universe. So there is a real need to make sure that whatever you do is grounded in reality and not fantasy. Okay? And listen to this as well. It says, where are we? You will become more present, healthier, deliberate in your actions and concrete in your life choices. Others will trust you and offer you, but the good thing is, others will trust you and offer you more auspicious opportunities. You will no longer have to push or force things to happen. And that's what I think I'm seeing here. You pushing and forcing things to happen. Because it's almost like you're saying, yeah, I'm healed, I'm fine, I'm great. No, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to take charge. And it's great with the Chariot that you're taking charge in September, Aquarius, but just make sure that you're taking charge in the right way. That's what I would say. Make sure that you're taking charge in the right way. You will experience a knowing that the right possibilities are coming to you in the perfect way at precisely the best time. And that's the gist, because when you're a reader, you pick up on these energies. And the energy I was picking up on in this reading is that you're doing things because you're forcing things to happen. Just let things evolve in the right time. It's good that you are recognizing that you need to break away from whatever that is. I think that's really good. You recognize you don't want to feel like that anymore, but you can just stop it there. And so I don't want to feel like that anymore, and then you can just work on grounding yourself, okay, going forward. But I would say that because you recognise this energy here, don't feel that this is kind of a catapult that allows you to then just step into doing whatever you like as a way to say, yeah, I'm on the move, I'm getting better, because you're forcing yourself to feel better, when in fact it needs to be an organic and natural thing that is done via roots of meditation, done via roots of prayer, and just being around the people that you love. You don't need to waste money or spend money in silly places in order to achieve that. Okay? Alright, that is your reading, Aquarius, for the month of September. Your week ahead reading is sitting next door. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a really phenomenal day. Take care. Bye-bye.